T-minus 10, 9, 8.
The clock is operating. We're underway.
Tranquility Base here. Endeavor, go at throttle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids aged 8 to 80. As we are right back here at beautiful Mount Bachelor in Central Oregon, atop the fiery volcano, set to bring you run number 2 of the Ladies Slalom National Championship. Hi, everybody. Boss Hogg alongside Alex Beatty. And an incredibly fast first session here earlier this morning. Lots of attrition on what proved to be an extremely difficult course. Alex, you had a chance to come down at the second run set. What's the difference the girls will see today?
Well, boss, a very technical set as this morning, but I think a little bit faster. You know, we see a little more straightness down on the pitchy sections. A couple of undergates there leading to that bottom section, then some tricky combinations as well. Should be some high-flying action this afternoon, boss.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a barn burner for you, as we will bring down 87 ladies in run number 2 and crown a national champion here for the women's 2015 USCSA Nationals. The 2015 USCSA National Championships are brought to you in part by Patagonia. Their mission, to build the best product, cause no unnecessary harm, and to use business to inspire and implement solutions to the environmental crisis. Learn more at Patagonia.com. Patagonia, proud supporters of the USCSA. And by Reliable Racing. Whether it's alpine and Nordic ski racing apparel and equipment, hill and event supplies, or sports timing equipment, or just hard-to-find race gear, Reliable Racing is your one-stop shop. Check them out on the web at ReliableRacing.com. And by Twitchell Sportswear, the home of Yeti apparel. When you're facing truly abominable weather, the Yeti has you covered. Check out the complete collection at TwitchellSportswear.com. Proud supporters of the USCSA. Let's take a look at the course conditions here. A beautiful second set here for run number 2 for the ladies. 42 degrees here at the broadcast shack, but in the sun, Alex Beatty, it has to feel 65 or 70, and the snow conditions absolutely perfect here on the Thunderbird run. Mostly sunny skies, moderate wind speeds. We'll start them up at 2,170 meters, dropping to 1985 for 185 vertical meters of fun. 60 gates on this second set. 58 direction changes. And, of course, our chief of race today is John Schemer. Let's take a look at the results after run number 1 here earlier this morning. Frida Svedberg, again from Rocky Mountain College, the one to beat with a blistering fast 51.05, but right behind her on her tail from the College of Idaho, the yoke from Caldwell, Caroline Sandin Gustafson with a 51.27, less than 0.2 of a second behind. Then at Sierra Nevada College's Francesca Cortolo in third, Frederica Helm from Rocky Mountain in fourth. In the 5th slot, St. Olaf's Gabby Ginshev. Then it's Sydney Stolte, flying high out of Colorado Springs in the Air Force Academy. In 7th, Tatum Alkier from Babson. And then the Sierra Nevada Party. In the last 3 slots of the top 10, Melissa Daniels, Taya Palak, and Emily Lamoureux rounding out your top 10. Anybody's race here in run number 2. Alex Beatty, Svedberg atop, but boy, it is close all the way through, and little Gustafson from COI, she can taste the national championship today.
That's right, boss. She will indeed be an asset for the few years that she will attend the College of Idaho. Her team right now sitting in 5th behind Brown in 4th. Of course, Brown losing Natalie Pearl early in the competition today. She was picked by many to take home the gold, but she is out now watching her team perform in this second run. St. Olaf College in 3rd place, being led by Gabby Genshiv, who's right now sitting in 5th. Sierra Nevada in 2nd, almost 2.5 seconds behind Rocky Mountain College, led by the fighting fury of Frida Svedberg. last year's champion in this event. She's looking to double up in both the GS and the slalom this year, boss, and it's going to be a wild ride for her this afternoon.
Of course, we take the top 30 fastest racers from the morning session. We reverse their order, and that is the order they'll come down here in run number 2. First out of the box here, it'll be Taylor Manderson from Clarkson, followed by Lika Scott from St. Anselm's. Then we'll see Malin Erickson, Ali Ganesh, McKenna McNabb, Daniela Hemsley, Melk Del Cole, Megan Danielski, Kelsey Sievert, and Sylvie Bertrand, our first 10 racers out of the box. You almost think here on the Thunderbird Trail, Alex, it is an advantage to go first. A wonderfully prepared course, but of course, as it gets skied by 97 racers on real sharp edges in a slalom course, the course is bound to deteriorate. Of course, that's no one's fault except God, who makes it to where when you ski on snow, it actually starts to deteriorate. Now, it doesn't matter how well you prepare the course, and of course, they've done a wonderful job here at Mount Bachelor, giving us absolutely fantastic tracks, but it does get torn up as you bring 100 ski racers down it, doesn't it?
Well, you know, that's right, boss. And as a ski racer myself, I've, of course, skied in that final position many, many times in the second run. And, you know, it can get a little bit icy and tricky out there as some of that snow gets skied off by the athletes going before you. But, you know, conditions here at Mount Bachelor are just so superb that maybe you'll see a couple ruts developing in the course. But overall, you know, these athletes just really taking advantage of these spring skiing conditions. You can see them really thriving out there, boss.
Of course, just wanted to make sure everyone understood what happens to snow when 100 people ski down it. Certainly will develop ruts, and hopefully here the first 30 racers will have an advantage as the course will be certainly cleaner during the first part of the second run. Frida Svedberg, the defending national champion in the GS, went back and two-peated, won 2 days ago here on this same run, threw down a lightning fast run here earlier this morning. 51.05, certainly the fastest time we've seen all day. But right behind her from the College of Idaho, it is Caroline Gustafson, Francesco Catolo from Sierra Nevada College at a 52.63. So a big distance between numbers 1 and 2 who are bunched together, and then the rest of the pack. But anything can happen, as you know, here in Ladies Slalom.
That's right, boss. I talked to USCSA President Andy Rangan during the break. He told me that if Frida Svedberg wins the contest today, they'll be renaming the Western Conference the Svedberg Conference in honor of her victory. Well, should be an exciting race to see, boss.
Indeed. Always great to see these kids skiing fast, and Frida Svedberg showed us the real deal back in the Ladies GS. So sit back, relax, folks. A barn burner here in run number 2 as we're just minutes away from crowning the 2015 USCSA National Champion. Looks like we have our 4 runners now on course. Oh, I thought we might have 4 runner. Yes, indeed we do. Of course, always an honor to be selected as a 4-runner here in the National Championships. And it's not just a glory run. It's a run that really provides information as they radio course conditions back to the top, so any last-minute adjustments that coaches or ski preparers need to make can be made in time.
That's right, boss. They used to select me as a 4-runner back during my race days, but they found that I left too much blood and tears on the course. It created some icy conditions, and they didn't really want that, so they just stopped asking me. Kind of hurt a little bit.
Oh, Alex. Hurt your feelings?
Yeah, I was crushed, boss.
As we get ready to go here, we've got our first 4-runner down and completed into the finish corral. Looks like we might have a couple of more. We don't have names. We'd love to announce them, but just know that this is a special time for them. Many of these younger kids that are not in college yet, but soon to be. And maybe one day they won't be a 4-runner. Instead, they'll be a competitor here at the National Championships, and who knows? Quite possibly could be a national champion themselves.
See the dance party now at the start. These racers just getting into it, feeling the flow. Of course, a lot of these racers take dance classes, ballet, exotic, whatever it is to help them prepare for these races. really get them in front. You see these forerunners. We're starting to see which parts of the course will be tricky areas, and there's one right there, boss. You know,
just when the forerunners think it's an easy course, then all of a sudden that last head wall comes up on it pretty quick. Just a couple of minutes away, Taylor Manderson to fire things off from Clarkson. Don't forget, live broadcast coverage all over the USCSA Broadcast Network today. Brad Jay and Mark Oliver over at the men's border and skier cross. You can check that out now on Channel 2 on the Broadcast Network. Then tomorrow, back to all three venues as Jason Albert and Bert Hinckley bring you the call from the Nordic venue. Brad Jay and Mark Oliver back at snowboard for ladies, border cross and skier cross. And yours truly and Alex Beatty right back here at the Alpine venue for exciting men's two-run coverage of their slalom event. So stay tuned right here at broadcast.uscsa.com.
See Mount Bachelor packed to the brim. Everyone out here just enjoying the beautiful conditions. The best snowing in the West. Of course, Mount Bachelor known for their avalanche dog program. You know, they call dog man's best friend, but what do they call a dog that comes to rescue you from an avalanche with a barrel of whiskey around its neck? I don't know if they have a name for that, but here at Mount Bachelor, they train those dogs, get them fed, and you can support that program. Just head to the top of the lift above this Thunderbird Trail, talk to the Ski Patrol, and they'll get you set up with an Avalanche Dog t-shirt.
As you can see here at the start shack, lots of people getting ready. And Taylor Manderson, number 56, now on course. Here she comes. Manderson skiing for Clarkson. She was 30th fastest after the first session with a 58.23 and first out of the box. Alex, always a little scary to be the first skier down a new set, isn't it?
Definitely, boss. You have no idea what to expect. No teammates there to tell you about how the course is shaping up. But Manderson skiing very well, especially on that very pitchy section there. It's a very turny part, but she really drove that downhill leg into the snow. She's skiing very fast now, boss, and she's really putting on a clinic on how to ski this course.
Definitely a very smooth run here for Taylor Manderson. You know, sometimes that fresh snow, that fresh set, that's what they look for. And Manderson is negotiating these gates beautifully as she makes her way now through the chicane, down into the lower third. Now 5 gates to go. Here's Taylor Manderson and punching the stripe with a time of 53.79. That's a 1:52.02 combined time. She's atop your leaderboard. Now up top from St. Anselm's College, wearing bib number 7, it's Lika Scott. Lika Scott used to skiing the blue ice up in the Northeast at Sugarloaf, USA. Now Scott making her way through the chicane. Now into the final 10 gates comes Lika Scott.
Now into the flush is Scott, the freshman from Falmouth, Maine. Check that. Skiing well for St. Anselm's all season. 12th place in slalom at regionals, and she's been a powerhouse for this St. Anselm team.
Great run for Lika Scott. Currently on your leaderboard at the top position with a 1:51.09. Now on course from Rocky Mountain College, it's Malin Erickson. Wearing bib number 91. Erickson, 28th fastest after the morning session with a 57.58. And now Malin Erickson.
Oh, and some trouble there for Erickson. She has skied off the course. She had some trouble in that hairpin turn. Looks like she could not correctly navigate those turns. That is the end, I think, maybe for Malin Erickson. We'll have to get that to you shortly, but she may have skied out there, boss.
Getting our bottom camera reset right now here, so we'll stick to the high camera. Next on course, it's Ali Ganesh from Brown University. Ganesh in bib number 59. She awaits a run number 2 from the start shack. But 2 good runs from Taylor Manderson from Clarkson and Lika Scott from St. Anselm's.
Brown skiing well today, boss. They lost their top racer, Natalie Pearl. It's been the story of the week. She went out early in the slalom competition, but all of Brown's other racers in the flip. We'll see them all in that top 30. And now here is Ali Ganesh of Brown making her way down the mountain.
Ganesh wearing bib 59, 57.54 in the morning session for Ganesh here in the steep section. And Ganesh seems to manage those gates very well. Ganesh skiing right on the fronts of her skis, using the tips to initiate the turns, letting the legs do most of the work. A real good run here from Ali Ganesh.
Well, boss, you can see the way she's tracking through the snow here. Very quick on her feet. Almost a little bit late there through that hairpin, but now she's skiing very well in the bottom section. But oh, she blows out there. That's a tough break back in the course, but that little mistake there is going to cost her some time. Now it's St. Olaf's McKenna McNabb on course. St. Olaf right now sitting in the third position, but oh, a tough break. Oh, no, sorry, that is Brown University's Ali Ganesh. Sorry about that. She'll finish with a combined time of 1:52.82. Good enough for the third position.
Now on course, bib number 72, it's McKenna McNabb from St. Olaf College. McNabb, 26th fastest after the first run at 57.35. And here comes McKenna McNabb. St. Olaf College's McKenna McNabb now making her way into the final four gates. And now McNabb punching the stripe in a time of 51.42. A lightning fast second run for McKenna McNabb. That's the best time of the day already in run number 2. And she'll take the lead with a combined time of 1:48.77. Your new leader from St. Olaf College, it's McKenna McNabb.
It's been a storied career for McNabb in these nationals. You can see she knows she had a great run, so our hats go off to her. We'll see her back in the dual panel event later this week.
Now on course, Daniela Hemsley from the University of Colorado wearing bib number 26. Hemsley now making her way into the lower third. 15 gates to go for Hemsley. She'll be followed by Lafayette College's Meg Del Cole, but now it's Daniela Hemsley. And Hemsley making her way into the finish corral, punching the stripe with a combined time of 1:49.94. That's good enough for second place. So your top 5 from Brown, it's Ali Ganesh. In the 5th slot, Clarkson's Taylor Manderson in 4th. In 3rd, it's Lika Scott from St. Anselm's. Daniela Hemsley in the 2nd position from the University of Colorado. But still your leader from St. Olaf College, it's McKenna McNabb. Now Meg Del Cole from Lafayette. Past the halfway stripe, now into the lower third. Skiing well is Meg Del Cole. She was first out of the box here in run number 1. 24th fastest in the run with a 57.26. Let's see if she can pour it on and take over McKenna McNabb with 5 gates to go. Here comes Meg Del Cole, and now into the corral, it's Del Cole with a combined time of 1:51.42, good enough for 4th. So Manderson, Del Cole, Scott, Hemsley, and McNabb on your leaderboard. Still the fastest 20 to come, including Megan Danielski from St. Olaf College. Danielski wearing bib number 61, skiing well here as she makes it through the halfway mark into the lower third. Letting the skis do all the work, trying to keep the body pointing in a straight line to the finish line while the hips swing back and forth. Shuck and jive is Megan Danielski. Oh, and there she had a little bit of a slip. Now she's back, but back into the flow. It can cost you an enormous amount of time. Let's see how she does. 1:49.42 combined, good enough for second for Megan Danielski from St. Olaf College.
That's a great finish, just a testament to how fast she was going there. Had a little bit of trouble coming out of the flush, but she kept it together and finishing strong. St. Olaf looking very good here in this